Phoenix, 1985. This is Jack's Shack, a topless bar. On Wednesday, May 15th, Nicole Nadine Waight, age 24, walked in and applied for a job. She had been in Phoenix for 2 weeks and had been on vacation visiting her sister. She lived in Toronto, was engaged to be married, and worked at a flower shop. She was running low on money and wanted to make a quick few bucks to get home. She worked at a strip club a few years prior in Canada. When the bar closed early in the morning, Nicole was seen with another dancer at the bar, 17-year-old Dodie Fairless, also known as Angel. Dodie had been working there for anywhere from a few months up to a year. The driver's license that Dodie presented to Jack's Shack when she started working there showed her age as 19. They were seen crossing the street, where they went to a Minute Mart, purchased some food, and used the payphone. Neither of them had a car. Later that day, the bodies of both women were found a few miles north in the desert. Nicole, fully clothed, had been strangled. Dodie, who was naked, had been smothered. 2 weeks after the murders, a police investigation led to the arrest of James Lee White Jr., age 27. He was a mechanic who was married with 2 children at the time. Authorities matched a palm print of his on a garbage bag containing the belongings of both women at the crime scene. And carpet fibers and hairs there matched those at White's home. He was charged with first-degree murder in the deaths of both women. Police discovered that earlier that week, on Monday, May 13th, Dodie had met a man at the Jack's Shack named Lee, who later that evening kept calling asking for Dodie. His number was taken down and given to Dodie. The number was the number for James Lee White, the suspect in the murders. White's attorney said that the two were not killed by White, but by Dodie's cocaine dealer. A lot of negative things were said about the two at the trial, about how they both had been runaways, drug use, their line of work. But some of those lies would not be overshadowed by the evidence. The trial lasted 2 weeks, and on August 15th, James Lee White Jr. was found guilty of first-degree murder and the death of Nicole Waight, and second-degree murder and the death of Dodie Fairless. He was sentenced to 25 years to life in prison. On July 30th, 2010, he was paroled and is now a free man. Nicole Waight was described as one of the most kindest, most wonderful girls you'd ever want to meet. She was always willing to help out someone in need. There was some speculation that maybe she saw that something was happening with Dodie and that she stepped in and that's why she was killed. There was never an official cause of death for Dodie Fairless. But Nicole was survived by her parents, her fiancé, 3 sisters, and a brother. She is buried at the Rest Haven Memorial Gardens in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Dodie was described as a typical teenager who loved music, and she once played the flute and was attending Maryvale High School at the time of her death. Dodie was survived by her mother, father, 3 sisters, and her grandparents. Dodie Fairless is buried at the Greenwood Memory Lawn Cemetery in Phoenix. Jack's Shack, as it appears today. Building's still there.